Tonight, Israel is reopening, but not for everyone. Certain places, including gyms, hotels, and swimming, only accessible for the fully vaccinated and COVID recovered.
I'm so happy I can go back to the gym right now.
Shelley Mayshurm has waited months for this day, eagerly downloading the government's new Green Pass app.
And I put my ID and my phone number, and after I do all of that, it checks if I'm entitled to have it or not.
It's a sort of vaccine passport linked to Israel's centralized healthcare system.
And we just came to get a breather after a year that we didn't sleep out of the house.
At this hotel, guests line up with their passport apps out.
Fantastic. Welcome to Tel Aviv.
Thank you so much.
As new data out of Israel shows, the Pfizer vaccine prevents 98.9% of hospitalizations and deaths. Critics point out that although nearly half of Israelis have received at least one dose, the country has supplied 4 fewer shots to Palestinians. Around the world, a number of countries announcing plans to roll out vaccine passports, including Sweden, Denmark, Bahrain, and Cyprus. Do you think we're going to see a system like this in the U.S.?
I think people might object to being required to show a pass to go into a basketball game or a restaurant or a movie theater.
After 3 lockdowns, Shelley is cautiously optimistic.
I'm happy. I just hope it lasts this time for good.
A hope the whole country shares. Sarah Harmon, NBC News.
As Israel went before the United Nations to seek a place in that world body, the Middle Eastern Arabic nations were in violent opposition. And when Israel was voted a membership, they walked out in a body. For the rest of the day, their seats remained empty, but they returned the next morning to no further incident. Thus, history was made as the Jewish state of Israel was born. Conceived in strife and weaned on violence, Israel has flourished to become a constructive voice in world affairs. Her flag became a symbol of hope.
To destabilize the Middle East. Prior to that, those people never lived in the land of Israel. Prior to 1948, those people never stepped foot in the land of Israel. Those are Europeans hiding themselves, European Romans hiding themselves under Jewish. That's what they keep doing each time. The Bible says when the real Jews get in the land of Israel, there will be no more war. Since those converts, Khazarian converts, went into the land, it's only been war. They don't fit the prophecies. They over there dealing with Satan. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, using the Babylonian Talmud as their authoritative source. These people are not the real Jews, and they have nothing to do with the Most High God and the biblical Israelites. They're not the real Jews, and they're dealing with Satan at the highest level.
And you're coming at a time when Israel is a rising power in the world, in cyber, in IT, in water.
Biblical post-hypnotic suggestions. I'm not talking about 1,000 years. I'm talking about 2,700-year-old suggestion that they're responding to now. And we could actually film these people and match the prophecy with the events. And the reason it should matter is that because once they do what they have to do, they trigger the apocalypse.